Okay, here I am. First things first, let me pray real quick. Father God, I am stepping out in faith on this journey. I actually already did that, but I'm just asking and praying that you would help me to have this video in front of the right people and hopefully what they see is going to resonate with them. The stories that they see, I ask and pray, Father God, that it would these stories would resonate with the right people and just have your way. Have your way. You know why I'm here, and I just ask that you would lead me. This is a step of faith, an act of obedience to the vision that I believe, the vision, the plan, this company, this business, and I'm just asking and praying that you would use it to bless people. Amen. Okay. Oh snap! I just realized I don't have my screen. Okay. All right. 1 second. One second. You don't even know who I am. All right. So while I'm doing this, my name is Devon. My name is Devon Sutherland. I am the founder of Soaring Song Studios, and you can't see anything besides my head. I've never done this before, but I'm stepping out in faith. Let me see. Let me pull up the website. Okay. All right, not that page. Okay, a little more. Boom. All right. Okay. All right. So yeah, Soaring Song Studios. I created this company to create stories. I have a background in marketing. Probably should have my LinkedIn page, shouldn't I? All right, let's pull that up real quick. LinkedIn. Boom. All right. So yeah, there's my LinkedIn. So I have a background in online marketing, digital marketing. I'm also a musician. I've been playing piano for the past 20 years, 20 plus years now. And I'm also a Christian. And 4 years ago, actually it's 2025, 5 years ago, I believe that I was led by God to create a Bible anime. Now, that's just one of the first shows and series that I would like to create. But it's the first one. But it's not the only one. There are actually 6 shows in total, 3 that are in anime, and then 3 that are more, let's say, Western action cartoon series. Yes, there is a difference between action cartoons and anime, and yes, there is value in both. I grew up on this stuff, 90s kid, I'm 34. I know what I'm talking about. But anyways, you didn't come here for that. You wanted to see what these shows are all about, right? What's Soaring Song Studios? So pretty much Soaring Song Studios is, let's say, a full service studios. Right now, it's literally just me. That's right. I'm the one person. I created the LLC for this company back in 2022, and I just made this website a couple of months ago. And I need to build a budget so I can hire people. I want to hire people. I'm fully aware of the AI. I'm right smack down the middle in terms of, I know I'm jumping around, bear with me. right smack down the middle between valuing the hand-drawn, handcrafted, the human-created art, right? And I'm also aware of what's going on and the shakeup that's happening with everything. Do I use ChatGPT? Yes. And it's resourceful, but also I want to create jobs and opportunities for people who have invested a lot of their times. And now if I can equip those artists with AI to help them, great. I don't know what the future exactly is going to be, but I have an idea. So, what's Soaring Song Studios? Am I going to edit this? Absolutely not. I'm not editing anything. I'm not. No, we're just going straight in. So you already know what the studio is. You know that I created it, and now what kind of shows and series would I like to tell, right? So a little bit more background about me. I'm from New York City, born and raised in Queens, New York City, and I'm currently now based out of Houston, Texas, and I want to make shows and series. Oh, yeah, this is a good segue. I want to make shows and series that can resonate with people. So if you were to ask me, why am I doing this? This right here is really the big deal as to why, right? Here's the why. Now, if you look at these three boxes and categories, while you're reading them on the screen, more than likely, at least one of these boxes you care about, like really care about. One of them. Very rarely, maybe there's a couple of you that only care about two of these boxes. Me personally, I care about all three a lot. I really do. And I believe, because I have a Christian worldview, I truly believe that all three of these categories can receive that tender touch, so to speak. I believe that all three of these boxes and categories can receive the special attention that they need, right? So obviously, let's look at the first one. I think there are people who are out there who believe that. Where am I going with this? I believe that there are people out there who believe that these just being invested in any of these or one of these boxes may relate to one person, and then the other ones don't relate to that same person. But I believe that all three of them are valuable, and I believe that all three of them are very important. They're important. Let's talk about the first one. Why it's time to let white guys be heroes in stories again without feeling guilty. Clearly you can tell I'm not a white guy. All right? I'm brown, dark brown. Some people look at me and they say, "Oh yeah, that's a black guy." Some people say, "Oh yeah, dark." The point is that this, I believe that there is an overcorrection. Oh, you probably want to know where I stand with politics. Okay, all right. So I'm right smack down the middle. I'm neither Democrat or Republican, right? I'm right smack. No, right smack down the middle. Yeah, what is that? Independent, something like that. So, because I'm a Christian, people will look at me and say, "Oh, okay, so you're conservative." Because of my skin complexion, right? Because of the amount of I said melatonin, the amount of melanin percentage that I have in my body. Oh, of course you're a Democrat. I see that there is a heavy overcorrection in terms of storytelling, specifically in the U.S. I can't speak for any other country. I was raised here. I was born here. My family is actually from Jamaica, so first generation American. Oh, I'm talking all over the place, aren't I? But you're still with me. Praise God. Okay, so the main point is that I want to create stories that cater to the audiences and the people who care about all three of these categories. And I believe I can do it. I have 6 series, and I believe that at least one of them is going to we're going to make your life better. They're very uplifting, very encouraging. Oh, I didn't even tell you about why I created the company. All right, so Soaring Song Studios is pretty much about creating encouraging, uplifting stories to help people rise above their circumstances. And one of the easiest ways to do that is a shift in your attitude and a shift in your perspective. So that's why I'm doing this. I care about people, so that's why I'm doing this. All right, so the second one, female characters, right? Yeah, no more Mary Sues. No more Mary Sues. Now, yeah, I know I'm going to talk about Star Wars. I know. Nobody likes Rey. You know what? Let me tell you something. I actually enjoyed many Star Wars movies. See what I did there? But what I will say is that while I didn't have a heavy, dangerously adamant, angerful disposition against Rey, I'm fully aware that she's a Mary Sue and she didn't really learn, she didn't really grow. Fully aware of that. Did I enjoy the movies? Yeah, I enjoyed the movies. But I honestly believe that we can do more. Some people say we can do better. I believe we can do more. So, why female characters deserve better crafting real women in storytelling. And I believe, let's go back to the white guy one. I believe we can create stories that has the white guy as the hero, and the other people in the story don't have to play be afterthoughts, so to speak. I believe that Soaring Song Studios can create female characters with really amazing, awesome, dynamic character arcs without making the guys look stupid, making them look really, really dumb. I believe it's possible. I believe Soaring Song Studios can do that. I believe there can be stories with white guys as heroes and the other people, what you want to call minority groups or et cetera, other people aren't treated as afterthoughts. And I also believe that there can be female characters, whether they're the main lead or et cetera, and their story, their character arcs are dynamic, and they learn, they grow. Excuse me. All right, clearly I need some water. All right, yeah. They learn, they grow, They make mistakes, It's almost like, they're almost real people, right? So then the third one now is healthy diversity. Now, the healthy diversity in storytelling, moving beyond the noise. I think there are a lot of people who support the first box and a lot of people who support the second box, right? First box and then the second box. But there's some people who get really uncomfortable when it comes to the third box. Now, the question I have for you, no, it's not even a question, it's more so a statement. The third box is, I believe there's an overcorrection. I believe when people look at the phrase diversity, when they look at the phrase inclusion, when they look at the phrase DEI, it sends shivers on their bodies. It makes them extremely uncomfortable. They roll their eyes. They're like, oh my, here we go again. And I'm aware of those people, right? Fully aware of those people. What I believe Soaring Song Studios can do is, number one, create characters where they're not token stereotypes, right? We don't want any more token stereotypes. We've already had enough of that. Oh my goodness, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We can do so much better in that area. Now, notice I said healthy diversity. Healthy diversity. Ooh, I just realized I spent so much time on this. You don't even know what shows I'm making. Oh, all right. Let's pause this. Quick pause. Super quick pause on that. Let's get to the shows. How long have you been recording this? I don't have time. Oh, 13 minutes. Good grief. All right. Oh, boy. All right. Let's see. Let's switch the screen to... Let's do the Bible anime. Oh, you know what? I'll just say them out real quick. All right. So 6 series that I'm working on. 2 out of 6 series already have completed season 1 scripts. 4 out of the series, listen, I literally just started this 3.5 months ago, man. I'm doing the best that I can. I need help. 2 out of 6 series have completed scripts. 4 out of the 6 series do not have any scripts. They're pretty much just concept art. Every single 99.9% of the concept art that you will be seeing in this video is created by AI. Not because I love AI so much that I never want to hire anybody. There's actually concept art that I have here where I actually did reach out to a concept artist and I hired them. I paid them really, really well, which means whatever they requested, I was like, "Wow, let's put at least 30% on top of that because I want to support you." Right? So that's my heart posture. That's my attitude. So it's almost as if I'm using the AI as a necessary evil. I don't think that's the phrase. What is it? As a... Oh, man. Okay, using AI as a... I guess that's the phrase. Until I can increase the budget The AI is going to be there. The AI concept art is being used to attract the attention of people who are willing to support the vision of Soaring Song Studios, who are willing to support the vision of that I heard something else say, who are willing to support the vision of Soaring Song Studios, and people who are willing to support the series. You know, really want to support the series. This is not my first video on YouTube, but it's definitely my first video doing this stuff. Wow. All right, so boom. Where do I go next? Let's start from the jump. All right, so let's go to. Oof, I lost myself. Let's go to the pitch deck. Oh, yep. All right. So when I created, when I was pitching this Bible anime, and I want to hire. When I say Bible anime, meaning it's an anime, right? Hiring a studio in Japan to animate the Bible anime. Now, there is a group of guys on social media right now who are just, man, they are blowing up. They're doing amazing. And their title is literally called The Bible Anime, right? Now, I believe that their focus is just very mission-driven in the sense that they want to, I believe I hopped in one of their Bible studies, and that was really cool. And they hopped into I hopped into the Bible study, and it doesn't really seem as though they're focused or interested in creating an actual anime. They're using anime as a vehicle, so to speak, at using the anime art form as a vehicle for storytelling, for biblical storytelling. That's pretty much it. Now, I do believe that 2 to 5, pretty much the remaining duration of this decade, the skills that they are using, creating this Bible anime, the Bible anime as they called it, on YouTube and TikTok, etc. I believe that skill set that they're crafting right now, while it looks fake and phony to many people, I believe the time that they've invested in crafting this AI anime, AI quote unquote Bible anime, is going to benefit them in the future. And the reason why I believe that is because the AI technology is only going to become more advanced. So many people are wrinkling their noses at it now, which I fully understand. But I'm also aware that how the animation creation, even though it's not created by humans, it's the AI, but the AI creation of quote unquote animation is going to be a lot more not homogenized, democratized, something like that. Similar to how many people have smartphones. How many people can just pull out a camera? The power inside this thing, man. You people are filming movies with cell phones. Sure, people can go ahead and grab a digital camera. Okay, I'm going off. I'm going. I promise. I'm not nervous. I'm just kind of tired. Ugh. And I'm just trusting God that I know that He's gonna have His hand on this. I know that Jesus is gonna have His hand on this. I just gotta stay focused and move in His will. And I believe these shows are really gonna touch people's lives, man. They've already touched my life. All right, so let's go down the pitch deck real quick. So I went to a conference called the ICVM, Amazing Fantastic, and I was pitching my shows to people, investors. And excuse me, the name of my Bible anime is called The Book of Legacy. That's what's gonna be called. Um, this is my company logo right here. I made that. Pretty much everything that you see in front of you, I made the website. Um, I created the business documents. I made the pitch deck. I did everything. I trademarked the company logo. Uh, Everything that needs to be done that I did not have the financial resources to do it. Because right now I'm actually currently unemployed, and I'm looking for work while I'm investing my time into this as well, and I'm also in debt. And the funny thing is that I put about $3,000, into this business, into the studio, and I'm also in 3K debt. And I was like, all right, God, I invested $3,000 into this plan of vision that I believe you called me to do. And if I did that, I know in the Bible, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. And I'm like, okay, God, I'm seeking first your kingdom. I'm putting your business first. So if I take care of your business, I'm praying and asking, right? You ask not because you have not, but also the scripture afterwards is, you ask not and you ask not and you have not, and when you do ask, you ask for selfish reasons. I'm probably gonna have to start dropping where those scriptures are in the link at the bottom. Not a link, in the, what do they call that? What do the YouTubers say? I don't remember. But yeah. Oh, am I gonna be editing this? I'm not editing any of it, man. This is raw and uncut. This is the first video. It's got to be raw and uncut. This is. We're gonna look back at this. We're gonna look back at this and be like, wow, that guy really came a long way. He was just rambling in that video, and man, look at him. Look at him right now. He's still rambling, even though he's fully aware that he's rambling. But we're so glad that he's grown so much. By the way, where's the hair on his head? We'll talk about that later. But anyways, okay, so here's a pitch deck, Book of Legacy, Bible anime inspired series, and obviously this is usually the format for when it comes to pitch decks, right? About 15 pages or so. If you look on the corner over here, about 15 pages. That's how many I have here. And I try to have a mix of visuals and then also the financial data and et cetera, et cetera. So mind you, any of you who are watching this and you're not a Christian, you don't believe in God or anything like that, there are going to be some content in here that it's just not going to make sense to you. And hey, that's understandable. But I'm pitching this Bible anime to Christian investors, right? So obviously the values of a Christian investor, Christian-minded investor, is very possibly going to be different from an investor who's not Christian, right? An investor who may be focusing on something else. So the bend and the focus and the primary focus of this pitch deck is to present this Bible anime to Christian investors. Just want to make a note of that. Make a note of that. There are going to be a lot of people who are going to enjoy the stories and the storytelling of Soaring Song Studios who aren't going to be Christian. They don't know anything about God. They may not even watch the Bible anime, right? But they'll watch one of the other 5 or 6 shows that may resonate with them, right? They're not quote unquote religious or whatever. They just want to see a good story. That's all they want to see. They want to see a good story. Does it have God attached to it? Okay, maybe they'll check it out. But they want good storytelling. I want to make that. So I'm throwing problem statement. I'm going to keep going. Not blowing past that because it's... All right, fine. Let's bring it back down. Maybe it's the Holy Spirit convicted me. All right, so here's a problem statement, right? So I'll read it. Problem statement. Many young adults today are turning to alternative spiritual practices like New Age beliefs. A lot of you think, oh yeah, what's wrong with that? New Age beliefs, crystals, witchcraft, and ancestral worship. They're drifting away from biblical teachings, and this highlights the lack of engaging faith-based content that connects with millennials, Gen Z, and Gen Alpha. I believe we can capture the attention of these generations by introducing them to Christianity through a popular and relatable medium like anime. Pause. I grew up on anime since the 90s, all right? Remember, I'm 34. 34. That means I was there. I was there with the 90s. Toonami, are you kidding me? Bro. Anyways, keep going. Crunchyroll, yeah, Crunchyroll's cool. All right, so like a medium like anime, this approach addresses their unfamiliarity with biblical stories while countering the growing interest in non-Christian spirituality. All right, and then the solution, right? So here's the solution: engaging narratives, high-quality animation, character depth, accessibility, cross-cultural appeal. Also, when I think about shows, making these shows, I have a very international, multicultural perspective, right? So just to keep that in mind. I mean, I grew up in New York City, so being around different cultures was very common to me. I know there are many people, maybe even some of you are watching, even if you're in other countries or even in other cities or locations in the U.S., you know, seeing people who don't look like you or who don't talk like you or who don't dress like you, even though things are kind of homogenized nowadays, you know, it can feel very jarring. You know, it can feel very strange. So I understand. I understand what you may be thinking on that. Market opportunity, right? So this is now slide what? Slide number 5. All right, so market opportunity. And then you have the anime market, merchandising value, bunch of numbers. I made sure to have, you can tell there's actually links at the bottom. So I made sure that everything I put here was backed by the data. All right, and then competitors. Now, many of you may not know this show. You know, it's very obscure. You know, it's very unknown. And the one underneath, oh man, what is that? All right, I'm not being funny. All right, yeah. So the one up top is called Demon Slayer, right? And the one at the bottom is called One Piece. Now, am I saying that my Bible anime can beat these two anime? Is that what I'm saying? Not at all. But what I am saying is that I just want a seat at the table. You know? Get a seat at the table. A lot of people really enjoy One Piece. A lot of people really enjoy Demon Slayer. I believe there's room at the table. We just have to come correct. Come with a high quality animation, great storytelling. People are, listen, I've been paying attention, man. I've been reading those Twitter posts and well, I don't know about Instagram, but a lot of those Twitter posts, people are hungry for a Bible anime. And whoa, I gotta sneeze. I feel like it's coming, but oh, wow, that's the longest not sneeze I've ever had. Okay, all right, it just wants to sit there. Terrible. All right. Oh, excuse me. There it is. Excuse me. Oh, I got a napkin. Excuse me again. I don't know why I sound like a pig. Okay. All right. So competitive advantage, high quality animation, compelling storytelling, filling a market gap, right? Faith-based anime series. Oh, excuse me again. Reaching. Oh, wow. Okay. Apologies. Oh, excuse me again. All right. I could stop the recording, but nope. We gotta go ahead and keep in one cut. Okay. How much time? 30 minutes. Okay. Excuse me again. Okay. All right. Reaching diverse audiences. Multimedia approach. All right. Let's keep going. Target audience. Excuse me. Ages 14 to 30, mainstream anime fans, family content viewers, Christian viewers. And then we keep going. Boom. All right. So we have concept art. I just used ChatGPT to make these. Did I? No. I used Mid Journey to make these. Yeah, Mid Journey. Excuse me. And then those are the prompts that I use underneath. So Queen Esther on the throne. Some of you may know who Queen Esther is. I'm not going to explain too much about her right now, but just know that she was a queen. Queen in the Bible queen. And that's her uncle Mordecai in the back. And because of her efforts, she saved a lot of people, a lot of the Jewish people. And then parting of the Red Sea, right? Obviously Moses. And then over here you have, I could be using my mouse before. Then you have David versus Goliath, and then right here is Sodom and Gomorrah. Ooh, yeah. Crazy stuff went down in Sodom and Gomorrah, man. I really want to, now mind you, it's a whole bunch of people being obliterated. That does not make me happy. But in terms of a set piece, just like parting of the Red Sea, set piece. Queen Esther on the throne, that could be a set piece. David versus Goliath, oh, absolutely. And then, here's my concept art. I actually hired the concept artist, forgot his name. And he drew these 4 characters for me. This is pretty old concept art. This is 2020, like July 2020. So it's like 4.5 years ago. This is when I wanted the Bible anime to look. I didn't actually plan for it to be an anime. I planned for it to be like a hybrid, like Avatar: The Last Airbender. So if you really, if I start zooming in, I guess I can zoom. Yeah, I started zooming in on these characters. You can kind of see that it's kind of there's some influence there, kind of. Yeah. So you have Goliath, right, from David and Goliath. Then you have Delilah. Yeah, Delilah. And why I said yeah is because Samson and Delilah. And then that turned out too well for Samson, but we'll leave that alone for now. Then you have David swinging that slingshot. What's interesting about this is that when I hired the concept artist, what I really wanted is a dynamic action pose. And I think that's actually I don't think I'm fully using that term correctly. I think that phrase dynamic action pose may very well be a specific phrase that's used by concept artists. So it might mean something different, but pretty much I wanted him to kind of lean back a little bit, have the slingshot behind him, spinning behind him, and having his hand forward, right? So it would be like a nice little action pose where he's crouched on the ground, just ready to swing a glide. And then beside him is Moses. And I really wanted to honor these characters here. So these are actually the correct characters for the 10 Commandments. So obviously you have 5 on one and then 5 on the other. And the business model. All right, so here's our business model. Streaming rights, social media ad revenue, licensing deals, soundtrack, collaboration, merchandise, and gaming. Definitely want to make a game. Games are expensive. Fully aware of that. And then I'll keep going down. Marketing strategy. What type of game? Leaning towards action RPG. Maybe something similar to Assassin's Creed, but in biblical times. Maybe for mobile games, it could be like an educational game. So that way, kids could learn. Anybody could watch them, play them. Financial projections. So these are the projections that I'm looking for, regards to the Bible anime. And year 1, well, let's just focus on the EBITDA. So first year, we lost like a $1.5 to $2 million. But then year 2, God willing, we'll make a profit. So it'll be like somewhere between 5 million and 7 million. Year 3, 6 to 8. Year 4, 7.5 to 9.5. And then year 5, 9 million to 11 million. And then a call to action, investment opportunity, right? So projected returns expected to generate $34 million to anywhere between $34 million to $39 million in gross revenue over 5 years, with net profits ranging from $22 million to $37 million annually. And EBITDA, probably not how it's said, but I said EBITDA, ranging from $9.95 million to $15.9 million, highlighting strong operational efficiency. All right, alignment with Christian values, global reach with cultural impact, and unique investment opportunity. And then here's oh yeah, there's my phone number right there. And here's Jesus right here with a whole bunch of kids, and they're sitting in this lush garden, and they're talking and they're doing stuff, and they seem to really be having a good time. I really like this. Excuse me. I really like this this image of Jesus there with the kids. Yeah, really resonates with me. Oh, let me just throw this up there too. This is actually my favorite Bible story. My favorite Bible story is actually, wait a minute. Yeah, all right. Is actually the woman at the well. And the reason for that is because you see there's, no, I know this is AI, so I didn't have the same image of Jesus, but the story pretty much is that Jesus was able to navigate, not even navigate, just punch right through cultural taboos to reach the heart of this woman. This lady was married 5 times. And then the sixth person, I believe, married 4 or 5 times, at least 4 to 5 times she was married. And the people in the town didn't really respect her. And she didn't really have, many friends. And Jesus met her exactly where she was. He met her exactly where she was. He met her in a time when she was in a tough spot in her life. And he was able, and her people and his people, they did not intermingle. They did not talk to each other. There was no communication. Why? I'll tell you later, or you'll have to read for yourself. But the bottom line is that he crossed those cultural lines and he punched through the societal and cultural norms to be able to reach the heart and bring hope to a woman who was living a very rough life and didn't have much hope. And that for some reason that Bible story resonates with me so much because he demonstrates what I love to do. And I'm doing what he did, which is connecting with people from different backgrounds, from different cultures, and being able to bring hope into their lives, being able to reach those people where they are. And I see that as very special. I see that is very important. A lot of people like to stay with people and only be around people who think like them, who do things like them, who look like them, who talk like them, who have the same amount of money as them, etc., etc. But the way that Jesus moved and operated, man, I mean, he engaged with so many different kinds of people. Now, mind you, this is God in the flesh, right? So he may have spent time with people, interacted with them, had meals with them, etc., etc. But he never compromised the truth. Jesus never compromised the truth. Never. He would be in spaces with people who compromised, or people who didn't know the truth, but he never compromised the truth. He's God in flesh. Yeah. Okay, so that's the pitch back. How much time have we gone? 39 minutes. See if we can knock this out in less than an hour. All right, so you pretty much saw the pitch deck. What else can I show you? Our pitch deck is gone. All right, so you already know about this. These are actually blog articles, but most people don't really read nowadays. I don't say that as a joke. It's pretty much true. But these are actually blog articles on my website. And you can read them if you want. But yeah, every single one of these blog articles are very important to me. Very important. And I believe I can honor all three of them because I stand on the foundation of a Christian worldview. I believe there are people who try to do one of them and they disregard the other two, or they do two and they disregard the third one. I believe I can do all three of them effectively. Okay. So let's go over to let's go to the shows, man. Yeah, let's go to the shows. All right. Can I do it? Perfect. All right, so yeah, let's hop over to the Bible anime. So mind you, remember, this is all just concept art. AI concept art. It's not real, but I desperately need help. I would love the characters to look pretty much like these. I need to, you know what? Let me go to the numbers real quick. All right, so this is pretty much what I'm looking at regarding the budget, right? So the final goal is, now mind you, I see this Bible anime as it's the Bible, at least 3 seasons, at the very least. It's the whole Bible, man. Are you kidding me? Very least. But I believe now mind you, the overall budget, I believe, which includes the first season of the Bible anime, the game, soundtrack, the merch, everything that's involved, I believe it would be anywhere between $10 to $15 million. And then, making probably, if an investor were to be a part of that, at the very least 2.5x. At the very least 2.5x their on their ROI, return on investment. So the production of the Bible anime itself will be 3.5 to 5 million. Now I believe that number can actually be lower, but I'm gonna stick with that number because better to have the actual budget be 3.5 to 5 million. Oh no, better to have the budget be 3 million and then request 3.5 million instead of being 3.5 million and you only requested 3 million, right? So it's good to have that overhead. So 3.5 million for the first season, and then before that, we would need to have a 22-minute fully animated pilot episode. I believe that the space and the timing, right, between the 22-minute fully animated pilot episode and then pretty much step 4 to step 5 is going to be like that, right? I believe in terms of the time, because if you can gather $500,000 for one episode, then that means people are really already invested. And when they see what you did with the $500,000 for the one episode, they're like, oh, we need a season of this. We need multiple seasons. So obviously the jump from $500,000 to $3.5 million, I'm fully confident that the time frame between those two steps, between step 4 to step 5, is going to be very, very swift. I'm confident. Why am I confident? Because it's a lot easier to gather multiple millions of dollars from $500,000 versus, and I'm about to show you what the versus is. All right, so then you have step number 3, which is 90-second fully animated concept trailer. That's gonna be 90 million to 150, and this is gonna be, just really give a taste. And then before that, now that's step 3. Now you're probably wondering, why am I going backwards? I'm going backwards because it's nice to see the numbers get lower, and also to see what we're aiming for, and then seeing what the steps that it takes to actually reach there. So now we're at step number 2. which is a 60-second fully animated scene, right? So this is a fully animated scene, 50K to 80K, right? And that's going to include the key animation, in between animations, background art, sound effects, and music, voice acting, editing, and finalization. And mind you, these are just estimated numbers, right? Estimated numbers. And then step number one, which is pitch trailer, right? Step number one, which is 60-second storyboarded animatic scene. 15K to 30K. This is going to include the storyboard artists, sound effects, voice acting, editing, and project management. Now, mind you, maybe we don't need 15K. Maybe we only need 5K. The bottom line is that we need to have something tangible. It's nice for me to sit here and talk about all these cool and awesome ideas and et cetera, but until I have something tangible to show potential donors, investors, people who want to be on board to support, et cetera, it's going to be very difficult to encourage and motivate people to support the plan, to support the vision, to support the anime. It's gonna be challenging to do it if they don't see something happening. Which is why I'm making this video. As raw as it is, as sloppy as it may be, all the coughing and all that. Hey, you know what? Better for me to put something out there than not put something out there. That's why I'm doing this. All right, so you saw the pitch deck, you saw the trailer budget, and now let me show you the Patreon, right? So I also created a Patreon as well. Let me just do it this the right way. Switch that. I could pause the video, but all right. So, oh, you know what? Actually, no. Let me switch back. Yeah. Let me switch back to the main screen. Is that it? Yeah. Let me switch back. Okay. Yeah, all right. So, as you can see, the Patreon right here. This is the goal. This is the plan. This is only one side, in terms of funding for the project, because I want to fund the project, yes, but also provide jobs and opportunities for people as well. And I'm also aware that there are people who are invested in the plan, vision, and goal, or willing to donate their time, to also add, their services to support, very possibly willing to do it for free, to add something really helpful and tangible to their portfolio. I'm all for that. So if you are one of those people, you can send me an email, soaringsongllc@gmail.com. That is soaringsongllc@gmail.com. And if you're curious about what that email is, you can just go on the YouTube page and you'll find it. But if you need to see it, it's literally right here. Yeah, see that? Right here. soaringsongllc@gmail.com. All right, let me jump back over here now. So, let's say you jump on the Patreon, you're like, oh, hey, you know what? I'm invested, Devon. I wanna see this come to fruition. The Bible anime. What would you request that I need to do? I say, all right, great. One of the ways that you can support us is to become a Skybirds supporter, right? I'm doing the whole bird motif. It's probably because one of my favorite animals is the eagle. And, Skybirds supporter. And what you'll get out of that, $3 a month. You'll get access, to exclusive previews. Everything that I'm showing in this video right now, maybe I'll cut it up, but just to organize it. But everything that I'm showing in this video right now is literally just AI concept art, except those 4 concept arts that I hired the concept artists for. So really, it looks real, but it's not real. I want to hire a team of concept artists to make it real. So you'll gain early access, right? Exclusive previews. You'll be able to join the Discord to have more conversations with me and fellow fans who are invested in the vision of Soaring Song Studios and want to see, more stories that people can watch with their kids. Oh yeah, there will be family friendly series, and then also series that are more teen oriented, and it's gonna be a nice healthy mix, right? And then you get an exclusive wallpaper pack inspired by concept art, and you'll also be able to vote. What's the voting for? The voting is pretty much to have a crowd perspective to be able to see which shows and series you want to see made the most, the earliest, the soonest. Which out of the 6 series? Now, mind you, the Bible anime will be first because I have to make sure that I honor God. He's the one who brought this Bible anime idea to me, so that's definitely first. But out of the other 5 remaining shows, 2 will be anime, 3 will be Western action cartoons. You can vote for every time there's for the advancement of the process of the series, and you'll tell us which one you want to see more, right? And so that's the first one. So you can be Skybirds supporter for $3 a month, $3 a month, and then Skybirds Insider, you'll pretty much just get more perks. Now, the caveat about this is that I created the Discord this week. This week I created the Discord. But everything else besides the Discord is not created, right? Meaning everything else needs to be created. So these perks and benefits of becoming our Patreon members can be fulfilled, but they don't exist. They don't exist. They're just ideas, but ideas that can be executed, ideas that can be followed through. Just like this Patreon was an idea. It has now been followed through. The website was an idea. Now it's being followed through. Soaring Song Studios was an idea. Now it's being followed through. Bible anime, an idea. Now be following through. So you'll know that you're putting your funds and your money and supporting and donating into a plan, a system that is actually going to become a reality. Because I wouldn't be doing this if I wasn't intending to actually make this a reality. Now, in terms of connections, I have a lot of connections. I'm actually connected with many people who are already participating, have decades of experience, years of experience within the animation industry, people who are connected to lots of other people. I know people who are very talented and who would be willing to provide their services to the plan, the mission, and the vision. So this isn't just some, what they call it, Joe Schmo, some guy on the internet, which I am. I am just some guy on the internet. But what I am saying, I can confidently say that I know people who will participate, and praise be to God, I've made a lot of those connections over the past 12 months. So you have 2 groups: Skybird supporter, $3 a month; Insider, $7 a month, and then the tiers start to increase now. So you have $15 a month, and it's just you can definitely read it afterwards. Now, mind you, this is the only one that's available is the $3 a month. Why did I do that? Excuse me. A good friend of mine said, "Hey, only show what you're currently able to support." So I'm only putting the $3 one out there. I don't want to, unless you want me to, but I prefer to just put the $3 one, supporter one out there, right? And then when we start to build out the team and actually have more content to be able to provide people, so they actually have a healthy reason and incentive to join us, then we'll slowly increase to the $7 a month. Then we'll add the $15 a month. Then the 30, right? So now you're a creator, so you're actually having more of an influential part on the series. Then to producer level, excuse me. And then the final two tiers will be Skybirds Collector and then the Executive Producer, right? So that's what we have right there. And so that is the Patreon. Yes, that is the Patreon. All right, the next step. We did the pitch deck. Oh, the Discord. You're probably wondering, well, what does the Discord look like? I will show you right now. So this is the Discord that I made. It was just me, and pretty much, you have the server stats, welcoming rules, right? All that good stuff. General community, Skybirds content, right? You have the updates, behind the scenes, concept art discussion, world building, right? Then after that, support, just the regular Discord stuff, facts and help, tech support, questions and feedback, report and issue, resource and links, and then also usually Christian prayer requests. Obviously, maybe not everyone who's going to be joining us is going to be a Christian, so you can ignore this, if you choose to do so. But this is an area where if somebody does want prayer, right, and I emphasize on the Christian prayer requests, because obviously if we're Christian, we're not going to be praying to Buddha. We're not going to be praying to a Hindu god, deity, or we're going to be praying to the God of the Bible, right? So just wanted to emphasize on that. So then afterwards, the international members, language support. Then you also have international chat. Probably going to flesh these out later, which is actually pretty cool. Look, they all have the animals next to them. Exclusive Skybird tiers. So when you do join the Discord, everybody's going to have their own lounge, right? So you have the supporters lounge, insiders, creators lounge, producers, collectors lounge, executive producers lounge. Now, mind you, everybody's going to have their, everybody can hop into the where is it? The main chat. Where did I put that? Oh, there. Whoa. Wait a minute. Oh, I forgot. I guess I forgot where I put it. All right. Well, then you also have the tiers, fun engagement, right? Fan polls. Are you kidding me? Did I really not remember to put the main chat here? That's impossible. If I'm just missing it. There it is. I'm like, yo, what's going on? All right, so yeah, the main chat's right here. Introductions, gaming, anime, blog chat. All right. I was really questioning myself there for a second. And then fan polls, creative sharing, games and contests, and the voice channel. So, it's really common stuff. Yeah, so a lot. There's going to be a lot of content here. I'm really focused on the community, man. Community-driven growth. All right, so that's it for the Patreon. Now, let's get to the shows. You've seen all this stuff. I literally had to... How much time do we take? 58 minutes. A whole hour just to talk about all this stuff. Maybe I should chop this up. I do a little video editing, so maybe I should do that. All right, so let's jump over to... let's go. Okay, all right, so yeah. Here are the characters, right? Start from the top. Father Abraham. And then Jacob. This is Abraham's grandson, I believe. Yeah, grandson. Jacob. This dude is a schemer. This man is a schemer, bro. Oh, boy. This guy, watch out for him. All right, the next is going to be Joseph. And you may not know who he is, but yeah, this is Jacob's... Is it not Jacob's? Yeah, this is Jacob's son. Yeah, Jacob's son. So this is Abraham's great-grandson. And then you have Isaac. This is Abraham's son. Second son, technically. And then afterwards you have Lot. Boy, have you ever heard of the phrase Lot's wife? Listen, this guy right here, oh man. Wait until you see this guy in action. Lot. Oh boy, Lot just got caught up in way too much stuff, man. It was ridiculous, man. Lot was doing too much. All right, then you have Judah. This is Judah, and Judah is Jacob's older brother, or only brother. So this guy right here, and this guy, these guys are brothers. He's clearly the older brother. This dude is built like a tank. Yeah. And then you have Laban, who is Jacob's uncle, Uncle Laban. And then you have Esau. Whoa, time out. Wait a minute. Oh, this is Judah. I confused him with Esau. All right. This is actually Joseph's brother. There we go. So sorry. This is Joseph's brother. You jump back up to Jacob, right? A lot of characters, man. I'm telling you, there's a reason why I call this Book of Legacy, because there's legacy going on, man. These Bible stories are insane. Just wait until this stuff comes out. It's gonna be, man. Prince of Egypt, legit. This be something special. All right, and then you have Esau. This is Jacob's brother, right? So Esau, this is a manly dude. I'm telling you. And they actually, well, they went at it for a little while, man. There's definitely some tension between these brothers. Then you have Reuben. This is Joseph's older brother. And then you have Levi. I believe that's another brother. Yeah, Joseph's brother. And forgot this guy. Oh, Benjamin. Yep, Benjamin. Definitely like this art style. This is looking less like Old Testament, and this is looking more like Japanese wardrobes, right? So obviously I'm going to need help in that area. Same could probably even be said for here, but I could be wrong. And then this is Pharaoh. All right, this is Pharaoh from Abraham's era, right? It's Pharaoh from Egypt. And then this is Potiphar. So obviously, you know, Potiphar had a wife. We'll get to that later. And then this is Pharaoh from Joseph's era. Yeah, interesting stuff going on. Maybe he'll be older. We'll see. Then afterwards, let's go to the ladies' side now. So this is Sarah, or Sarai. Definitely I'm going to have to do some more work with her. But once again, none of this art is real. It wasn't created by humans. It was created by AI. I intend to have actual human-drawn people who made human-drawn concept art. That's what I want to do to get us to the next level. And then after this, you have Rebecca. This concept art looks a bit too Western. Then you'll have Rachel. I think her outfit is definitely too Western style outfit instead of Bible geographic area. And so we will move on to Hagar. And then after Hagar, then we'll have Dina. Here's Dina. You may not be familiar with these characters are. And then Tamar. Oh man, poor Tamar, man. I'm not even gonna touch that right now. Leah. Yeah, Leah had it tough, man. Poor Leah had it tough too, man. Lot's wife. I think I put this is Lot's wife. Maybe. I think so. Yeah, Lot's wife. And then this character is Deborah. I believe she was a prophetess. And still a little bit too, well, man, maybe it'll pass for Japanese art style. Less Western. This is Potiphar's wife. Dangerous lady, man. Dangerous lady. And then Asenath, who I believe is actually Joseph's wife. Joseph. And then lastly, this is the other potential version of Potiphar's wife. So you have this one or this one. We'll see. And so now for the locations of the Bible, and once again, AI concept art, fully intend to have created by actual human people, real people. And keep looking outside the window. And this is the Tower of Babel, right? So this should give you an idea of these locations, these biblical locations, very rich locations. The Tower of Babel. This is Ur of the Chaldeans. Another location is Haran. I'm not even going to tell you what these are. You'll just have to find out in the show. Hebron. This is just a very warm, lush environment, man. I really like this shot that's here. This is not warm and lush. This is, I mean, oh man. Look at this, man. I know, this is not real. But it's giving me a visual idea of what I'm intending for this scene to be. So this is created a little while back, but this is Lot and his wife. Clearly different from the other Lot, but this is what the AI spit out. All right, then you have Beersheba, really nice, also tranquil place, and Padan. And this is also a nice place. Oh, I don't have the one that I was gonna. All right, well, I'll have to show the concept art some other time. So yeah, so this is the concept art that I have right now. Artificial concept art, it's not real. So non-real concept art that I have for the Bible anime. And I would love to create real versions. So if you know anybody who's willing to participate, to help, I definitely need to create this. What is the this? The this is this. I need to create a 60-second storyboarded animatic scene, and I need to have that created so that way we have something tangible. So maybe even beforehand, maybe we need just some concept art, real concept art. Oh my goodness, thank you, Jesus. That's what we need. We need real concept art. Oh my goodness, that's what we need. We need a real hand-drawn. Boy, somebody could have probably just told me that like a whole hour ago or 2 months ago. We need a real concept art. That's what we need. Real concept art. And you can look back at this video and check out these characters and just pick one, any one of them. Excuse me, any one of them. If any of you wants to help out and participate and support, I just need real concept art for these biblical characters. They don't have to look exactly like these people. I do really like this Jacob one though. It would be really good to have this one. Joseph, that would be good too. These actually came out all right, but they're not real. We need them to be real. And also, so yeah, number one, we need real concept art. And number two, we need to create a 60-second storyboard animatic scene. I'm thinking of something that can give the feel of some really decent dialogue. It can't be too complex. Probably more of a conversation and a little bit of 60 seconds. So there's only so much you can do in a 60-second animatic. But I believe we can do enough to let people get a taste of the kind of storytelling that's in this Bible anime. So if you have an idea of what would be a good idea for a 60-second animatic, please let me know. Send me an email. Drop down in the comments below. I need help. All right. Next. Let's move on to the next series. So that was a Bible anime. We're stepping into Western. We're stepping now into Western action cartoon territory now. So what I'm about to show you is not Bible anime. It's not Bible anime. This is a Western action cartoon, and the reason why I'm shooting for this, I gotta go back. The reason why I'm shooting for this is because a lot of people really like Avatar: The Last Airbender, myself included. I really like Avatar. Can you believe the show came out 20 years ago? Insane. So there are a lot of cultures that were not a part of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Cultures like, South America, Africa, Southeast Asia. There were a couple of characters who popped up in action. I think one character popped up, Southeast Asian character popped up in the first Avatar series. And then I believe another Southeast Asian appeared in Korra. I believe so. but I'm talking about like a whole kingdom, nation, group of people. So this is concept art, but this is not how the show will look. No, the show is not going to look like this. This guy right here in the middle, he's not even supposed to be there. It's supposed to be 2 girls, 2 guys, and the continents are going to be south, or not continents, the locations that they're going to be inspired. The inspired locations are going to be South America, Africa. Africa is huge. You'll know about it. Listen, this is an introduction. You've never met me before, so I'm just telling you about the show, the series, just to give you the gist of what we're aiming towards. So South America, Africa, Southeast Asia, and I'll leave the 4th one as a mystery. You'll see it, but be like, where's that? I'll leave that alone. All right, so the 4 characters that I'm shooting towards, I'm not even going to tell you their powers. I'm not even going to tell you their elemental powers or whatever you want to call it, their abilities. You'll just have to figure it out on your own or guess. All right, I'm not even going to tell you. Say show, don't tell. So this is one character right here. I already have his name. I already have a completed season 1 script for this series. I already have the name. I have the title. The characters already exist. Their storylines already exist. The only thing that can happen now is that the stories can be better. And nothing has to be reworked. Their character arc journeys already exist. Season 1 finale is insane. And so, yeah, this needs to have the concept art, real concept art. And you can tell me which one you like more. All right, so obviously this guy is going to be from a nation in this series. And this is not an anime. This is a Western action cartoon. And his nation is, I do like this one, but tell me which one you like more between the 2. And then you also have this character. His people are from a different nation. Probably wondering where's the time period. Don't worry about that. We still have 4 other shows to get through. And then we also have this character, right? Where is she from? Interesting. You have Asian characters here, but what's going on? What kind of powers and abilities does she have? What kind of powers and abilities does this guy have? Who is this guy? Right? Man, the mysteries. Yeah. And then what else? We have her. So you have 2 guys, 2 girls, and then you have the girl at the bottom. I think it should be very easy to figure out what her powers are, her abilities are. Very easy. Very easy. I'll leave it alone. All right, moving on. Then you have the locations. This is one location. This needs some work. It's definitely too Western. This is supposed to be based on Africa. Or Africa, yeah. It needs some work. A lot of work. But it was created by AI. So we know better now, right? Yes. We being me. Yes. All right. And then obviously, interesting. It's not the Fire Nation. This is an Avatar. This is something different. What could it be? And then you also have this location. Interesting. And I think we all know who lives here, right? Which is very, this is funny. This makes you think of Mario Kart. But yeah, this is nice. Not as nice as it could be if it was made by a real human, but I digress. And yeah, that's it for this one. Let's move on to the next show. Let's keep it going. Now, this show right here. Actually, let me hop over. This show right here. I really want to make this show. The other show, I really want to make that one. Really want to make that one. Don't want any token. Listen, they say, hey, why is this character? Why are they changing the ethnicity of this character to that character and something like that? And listen, I'll just put this out there. I'll share my view and opinion. When I grew up, Little Mermaid was she was a redhead. She had red hair. And She still kind of does have red hair. Live action remake. I'm not really sure why they did that. I don't know. But they did that. I didn't watch the movie. Not because they changed the ethnicity of Ariel, but just because I haven't been I haven't watched any of the Disney live action movies. I did watch the old ones, like 101 Dalmatians, and back in the 90s, and also I think that Jungle Book Disney movie. Yeah, they have some live action ones. Yeah, so technically they had live action remakes back then. People are just complaining about it now, but there were live action remakes back in the 90s. There were. But anyways, so here we go. I really want to make this show, right? Boom. Who's the main lead? It's a white guy, right? There he is. He's right there. And this looks like a fun show. It gives like James Bond, Mission Impossible kind of vibe to it. I really want this show. And here's the deal. I want to make this show and I want the people to enjoy it. Now, I'm going to enjoy this show, right? I'm going to enjoy this show. I know other people will definitely enjoy this show. But here's the deal. This show should not have people feeling like they're being preached at or talked down on, right? Excuse me. So while the main lead is this white guy who's, he's there, he's holding his weapon, he looks very charismatic, very confident. You have a whole cast of people. You got the lady, standing on the car with one foot, one leg, doing her thing, and it's made by AI. But I like this art style. I like the vibe, the style that's coming with it. And yeah, it's cool, man. It is cool. So I want to make a cool show. How many episodes? Good question. But all I know is that this is going to be a fun, cool show where you can just drop in and just enjoy it. And it's going to be, espionage and, you're working for, the government, the agency, and then maybe something happens and oh man, it's this is going to be great. I could show you more of the concept art, but I'm not going to. We'll save that for another time. But yeah, this now we'll go through it. I'll just put it down here. This lady right here, she runs the whole operation. Don't mess with her. She will lay you out in a second. Do not mess with this woman. I'm telling you right now. Don't do it. Just because she's in the office doesn't mean she can't, what do they say? Throw hands? Don't do it. This is the guy who works partner to partner with the main character. Clearly, this guy looks. Yeah, don't mess with anybody in this show. Please don't. You'll get hurt severely. Yeah, this guy. Yeah, they're partners. He might be a little bit of maybe a rival or something like that, but they definitely have respect for each other. I think this guy is way more serious, and the other guy is way more playful. So a nice foil. Not a straight lace, but a nice foil. Now, with these series and these shows, I definitely don't want the female characters or in any of the series that I'm making and to be overtly sensualized. Don't want to do that. But when this concept art came out, I was like, oh my goodness, this looks great. And this lady, she's wearing a tank top. You're a combat lady. What are you doing wearing a tank top? Anyways, or midriff, or whatever it's called. Crop top, I forget. But the point of what I'm saying is that I was like, all right, let me see if I can still keep it on par with this first image. So this was the best I could do, right? This was the best I could do. But more than likely in this series, this lady would not be having what was it, having her belly button showing or something like that. Like, she's going into combat. And even though her style might look cool in this photo, it's not smart to be having your skin showing when you have people trying to take you out. And you're on a mission. You're trying to fight. You're trying to save the world. Save the world. If you get, somebody has like a blade and they try to... If somebody has a blade and you're fighting some bad guys, where are they going to try to hit you? Where are the bad guys going to try and hit you? They're not going to try and hit you in your knee. they're gonna try and go after you in your stomach area because that's exposed skin. So we want to make sure that these characters, they look cool, but also their outfits are practical, right? At the same time, we're not trying to. At the same time, not trying to have the ladies not be ladies, and at the same time, not trying to have the guys not be guys, right? If the lady's a lady, she's a woman. If the lady's a woman, she's a woman, right? The woman doesn't have to try to act like the guy. The lady can be strong and being herself, and the guy can be strong and being himself. Just putting that out there, right? So she doesn't have to try and act like a dude or no, she's gonna be strong in her womanhood, and the guy's gonna be strong in his manhood. Just wanted to emphasize that. All right. So that's all the concept art I'm gonna show with that because this is going on for a long time. What is this? An hour and 20 minutes, man. You probably watched like a Disney movie or something. All right, let's keep it going. Location concept art. I'm not saying these are impressive. These are pretty much very bland, but this is the best I could do with AI stuff. See, I need real people to help. So it's very globe-trotting, espionage, action thriller, so to speak. But it's gonna be fun and playful, right? So I don't even know what these locations are supposed to be based on. Obviously, this looks like New York. Excuse me. I don't know where this is. I think some people knows where this is. It is Brazil. I don't remember. And then you have just some locations. That's all these are. These are just locations to give a feel of the show. A lot of these shots are a little bit too dark, even though the show's supposed to be playful and stuff. So there'll be some locations where it's more bright and sunny. Even this has a lot of shade. But anyways, let's keep going. Right. Let's move on to the next series. The next series is actually going to be a Western action cartoon. So this is action cartoon number 3. Yeah, because we had the Avatar style show, right? With more of the South American and African countries and in other countries, et cetera, et cetera. Then this is the other. Then the second Western action cartoon was the action thriller one, the fun action thriller, right? And then here's the third Western action cartoon, which is actually a sci-fi bounty hunter. Now, when I was setting this up, I was not thinking about that Star Wars Ubisoft bounty hunter. I don't even remember the name of it. The bounty hunter. That farthest from my mind. I know a lot of people didn't like that game. I never played it, but farthest from my mind. But this is different, right? So this girl right here, this woman right here, she's actually the main character, right? This guy's not even supposed to exist. Like I don't know why he's there. I really don't. Actually, this guy, there's only supposed to be one of them. I don't know why there are 2. But that's the AI, right? Can't have a conversation. Well, actually, you can. But I digress. I was gonna say can't have a conversation with an AI, but it's getting up there. All right. So she's the main character, and she pretty much goes to an academy, kind of like not a police academy, maybe like a space cop kind of academy. She goes to this academy, and I know maybe the style of it kind of looks like Star Wars, but I'm not thinking about Star Wars. I'm just thinking about sci-fi. Star Wars is fantasy. Some people call it whatever they'll call it. But the bottom line is that she's the main character. She goes to an academy, and these are actually her two friends. Thing though is that she actually dropped out. She dropped out of the academy for reasons that we don't know yet. And then he graduated, she graduated, and she actually just became a bounty hunter, right? So he is now he's now an officer, right? Because he graduated from the academy. She's now an officer, but I think she works in a different department, right? But she's still out there, in the action. He's definitely out there in the action. And they don't work together for some reason, but she and her friend work together. And this girl right here, she's actually a cadet. So she's actually a cadet. I think she's like 15 years old. She's a cadet at the same academy, Space Cop Academy, that the 3 of these went to. And this guy right here, which is not the right art style, I don't know why. This guy right here is supposed to be this guy. Yeah, this is the guy who she works with. So you see this right here? Yeah. So she's supposed to be working with this guy. And he's gruff. He's not a friendly guy. but he has a soft spot for the girl because, you know, he kind of sees her as his daughter, so to speak. So he tries to help her out with equipment and all that good stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, I definitely want to make this, and this will be a great show. The main character is a woman, and she is not perfect. She goes through a lot of struggles, she goes through a lot of challenges, and she grows. She has dynamic and amazing character arcs that I will not share right now, but she's gonna, mind you, script hasn't even been created. So everything that I just threw out there was like a summary, synopsis, or whatever you want to call it. Like it's like that's it. That's it. So I need writers to really flesh out this story. And then here's just some concept art, fake concept art, right? Just different planets and locations, where they'll be in this show, in this series. You know, very, very, very sci-fi. Yeah. So that's that for this show. And then now, oh wow, we still have 2 left. All right, so the last remaining 2 now are anime. And this one's really special to me. I've been thinking about this one for a while. So this is actually basketball anime. Yes, you heard me right. Have there been basketball animes? Of course, absolutely. But there's never been a basketball anime like this before. This is different. So this is actually about middle schoolers. A middle school basketball anime team. Oh, not team, twins. So the 2 main characters are actually twins, right? They live on an island which is pretty much like Japan, but it's way, way, way more multicultural. I'll give you a shot of the island right here. So it's way more multicultural. It looks like a tropical island, but it does have its winters. So you'll have different seasons for nice story background, environments, elements. And yeah, it's a nice city, nice town. And you will have these. I'm not gonna tell you who the twins are, but there's one guy on this team right here, and he's one twin, right, on this team. And then there's a girl on this team, and then she's one twin, and they're like they're middle schoolers, right? Now, one of the reasons why I wanted them to have them in middle school, because number one, I wanted the series to start young. I wanted to go through the stages of middle school, and then they get to high school, then they get to college, then they get to pro, right? So it's a journey. It is a journey. So I really wanted to emphasize on that. So middle school, high school, college, and pro. Now, one of the interesting factors about this is that it's twins. Oh no, I already said that. So one of the factors I wanted to make is that because I didn't, obviously high school guys in high school are already out there. I mean, you got like 16-year-olds who are like 6'5", and they're dunking on people. I'm like, what is going on, bro? Excuse me. Or yeah, I need some more water. Yep, definitely need some more water. Thank you for telling me. Appreciate that. But yeah, so I know that I need it. Yeah, I keep looking outside. I got the blinds open. You know what? Let me pause on this and close the blinds. 1 second. Okay. So I actually paused the video a while ago, but all right, I'm back. So like I said, you have a couple of 16-year-olds and they're already dunking. I'm just like, man, I want them to be on like even playing field, right? Very rarely will you have 11-year-old boys dunking on NBA height hoops. So of course there aren't that many girls who are dunking and all that stuff. So I really wanted to say, sure, there may be seasons where you'll have the guys basketball team, and then they'll be dunking, or in the college area, and they'll be dunking. And obviously I want it to be more realistic. So you're not going to be having a lot of the girls dunking unless they have the hoops. Actually have the hoops where you have the girls dunking and having fun. That would be fun to see. I'd like to see girls dunking on the... What, are you kidding me? That could be so much fun. You know what? Maybe I should do that. Maybe we should do that. Have the girls be able to dunk too. It's either we have the girls be able to dunk, right? And have the hoops lower so they can dunk, right? There is nothing wrong with that. I don't know if you guys realize, but boys and girls are boys and girls. You hear what I just said? Boys and girls are boys and girls. So if you got a 16-year-old, 6'5" teenage boy dunking, and you got like a 5'7" 16-year-old girl, it's very possible she's not dunking the same way that the 6'5", 16-year-old boy is dunking. So it's either the hoops stay exactly the same, and the boys dunk and the girls don't dunk, or we have the guys hoops at a certain height and the girls hoops at a certain height, and the girls are dunking. And let me tell you something. It will be fun to see the girls dunk. It will be fun. It'll be fun to see that, man. So something to think about. But yeah, so the Bamboo Rockets, that's the name of the team. I came up with it. The Bamboo Rockets boys basketball team. And see, AI, there it is again. They don't even have to, I know, yeah, AI. And the Bamboo Rockets, or Rockets, girls I'm not even trying to basketball team. And yeah, so even though they have pandas on their logos, it's actually going to be a red panda, right? Like that Disney movie. Yeah, so this should give you a really good idea of what I'm shooting for this team. I wanted an animal that was cute, but then also, I wanted a cute animal. Cute animal that's fun, and yeah, red panda was definitely it. So that is their home court, and then you definitely already saw this one. Just to give you a kind of vibe of the city. Here's another city vibe. It's a very multicultural city, so you'll have some parts of town that are very Asian. You'll have some parts of town that are very Eastern. Oh, that's Eastern. Very Western. So it's going to be a mix and a hybrid. I don't want to call it, Republic City from Korra, but definitely Asian and Eastern. Asian and Western influences, Eastern and Western influences in this show, even though it is an anime, basketball anime. Fully intended for this to be 2D. This is one of the twins' bedroom. This is a guy's bedroom. Obviously, you have the Nike right here, so AI added it again, so you definitely can't use this as official concept art because it's not made by people. And then you have some posters, and this is pretty much the brothers' bedroom. And then the girls' bedroom. This now, mind you, this looks way too photorealistic. This one actually looks a little better if you put them side by side, right? See if I can. You can see what it is, Dolly. Yeah, so that was ChatGPT. Yeah, so this would be the girls' bedroom, and this would be the boys' bedroom. Yeah. So this looks more 2D. This looks way too realistic. I have no idea what Brahms your scorch. I have no idea what that means. All right. This is AI. And then you'll have some more what is it? Not a fruit stand. I mean, there's a fruit stand right here in this shot. But not food court. Oh my goodness, dear Lord, please help me remember the name. This is the market. Thank you, God. This is the market. So outdoor market, and this is also, man, this might be like a episode 4 basketball court. Just or episode 3 or something like that. It might be an episode 1. We'll see. But yeah, so this neon lights. The city has a lot of culture, man. A lot of variety. Yeah, definitely cool. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the basketball anime. How many shows do we have left? Final show. All right. We're almost finished. The final show is this one. Let me tell you something. This This was made for me. This was made for me. This one right here. I want to see this one. I want to see it. I want to see it, man. All right. So this show is actually going to be an action, extreme sports, etc., etc. Like that's the goal behind it. Obviously, you see this guy. Now, mind you, this concept art is it's a little too busy. Right? This is gonna be tough to animate. Okay, yeah, I'm jumping around. Okay, there we go. So this is an action extreme sports series. This is going to be the final anime, right? So this is gonna be the final anime. So the three animes are the Bible anime, the Bible anime, the basketball anime, and then this action extreme sports anime. Those are the three. As you can clearly tell, a lot of these series have a very multicultural, multi ethnicity cast to them, right? Really thinking about global here. And one of the studios that I really respect, who has done that to an extent, is Studio Bones, and also I'll just say Studio Bones for right now. I always liked how they made. They always thought about the world. Studio Bones always expanded to the world, man. Yeah, they even when you see them with My Hero Academia, you know, I always thought that was cool. You know, watching anime, and remember I was watching Mecha anime. Really love. Oh, I'm a Mecha anime fan. Yeah, again, and not just Gundam, and what do you call it? Code Geass. People hype up Gundam, Code Geass, and Gurren Lagann, and Evangelion. I'm like, bro, that's only four. That's only four. Do you know how many Mecha anime? Oh my goodness, so many. You know, actually, give me a moment. I'm gonna go and grab one of my favorite Mecha animes right now. Give me one moment. I'm gonna pause. 3, 2, 1. Okay. I'm back. Boom. Oh, this one right here. This is a oldie but a goodie. This is a mecha anime that I really like. I don't know if you can see it. It's Die Guard. You see it? Maybe you can't see it. Yeah. Oh, snap, you can see it. Yo, that is so cool. Yeah, Die Guard. Cool mecha anime. Made by the same people who made Mega Man Battle Network. If you remember the Mega Man Battle Network anime, these are the same people who made this anime. This is a mecha anime. And it's really cool because it's about a whole bunch of office workers, which is very similar to this one anime that had a bunch of office workers, but recently that came out, I think like a year or two ago. But I digress. Now, why am I talking about mecha so much? You'll find out. So with this series, action sports, right? So this is not exactly what the characters would look like, but this is what AI did. So one character, and I'm just gonna do the individual shots now. One character, right? He races the car, right? So this is his racing. So pretty much the gist of this series is that you have three ways of a big racing tournament, right? You can race in cars, you can race in boats, you can race in jets, right? Or yeah, those are the top three. So it's cars, boats, and jets. Similar to like Mario Kart, how the vehicles transform, but that's not what it. Like if you're in a car, your vehicle's not transforming into a boat. That's just not what's happening. Your car, you're racing as a car. If you're in a boat, you're racing as a boat. And if you're in a jet, you're racing flying through the skies as a jet. That's exactly. So there are limitations to that. But there's a fourth round. And when you get to the fourth round, your team participates. One person or maybe the whole team participates, kind of like what's that one Gundam series? Oh my goodness, Gundam Build Fighters. There we go. I think Gundam Build Fighters. I believe that's what it's called. And I'm actually a Tri-Fighters fan. Nobody likes. I don't know why people don't like Tri-Fighters. I know it's not the same as the first season, but man, Tri-Fighters is legit. I like it. I like Gundam Tri-Fighters. But I digress. So the reason why I'm talking about Mecha is because boom, yes, this Mecha right here. So the car turns into a Mecha, right? And say a Mecha. And then now you have the boat. The boat turns into a Mecha, and then you have the jet. The jet turns into a Mecha as well. So you have these three vehicles, and in the fourth round, right? So you have to win the race in the fourth round. I don't remember how. I haven't even created the script for this series yet. So if anybody wants to participate, join the studio as a writer to write a really great script. But listen, it can't be a script for Western audiences. I mean, we're gonna watch it, but I really want these to be Japanese style. Gotta be Japanese style, man. If you're Japanese or you write content or media storytelling, if you're familiar with Japanese storytelling, please help me, because I'm not Japanese. I'm not, but please help. So at the fourth round, you pretty much have a big battle arena, and the battle arena looks like this. Boom. Now, mind you, the mechas aren't going to be hovering over the stadium. So it's going to be kind of very similar to Gundam Build Tri-Fighters. And if you look all the way at the bottom, you'll see that there's some action. What do I do? There's some action going on. Oh, okay. There's definitely some action going on at the bottom. Excuse me. And in this big arena, this is where all the action is happening. And then, it's really far away, because you have to understand how big this arena really is. It's massive, man. It is massive. Now, you have these mechas up here. They aren't really that big. I don't know why AI. So I try my best to prompt it, and this is the best I could do. This is like version number 7 or 8. But really, they're not that big. They're actually the size all the way down here. So this would be the size of the mecha. And they're here, and they're fighting in this battle arena, and they're duking it out, and it's like a free-for-all trying to see who comes out on top. So you can have all the races, right? So you have the race. This is the car race in one of the maps, or one of the planets, islands, etc., etc. And then this is now a race track. There we go. So this is the car racing track, and then this is the boat racing map or track. And yeah, this is pretty cool. And then you have this for the jets, right? So this is a lot of craziness going on here, man. Like, this is insane what's going on in these races. And then finally you have the big battle arena. Right? And now, regarding the characters, who are these characters, right? So you have 4 of them. This guy, obviously he's wearing red, so clearly he's the leader. This is a Japanese guy. This outfit is, gives way too much Metal Gear Solid, man. It's just it's going to be very expensive to have, to try and have this animated, because it's just very, very expensive looking. So I'm definitely need an easier design. So the reason why he's wearing a combat outfit is because in the races, they're just racing because they're, think of like Zoids, if you're familiar with Zoids. They're racing, they're competing against all these other teams, but then, like, that's their day job. But then when they're not in the races, they're actually fighting crime. So they're crime fighters as well, and they're saving. Maybe they're fighting crime. It's like a covert ops kind of team or something like that. So maybe some people know, maybe people don't know, but the point is that they wear combat uniform to be able to fight crime outside of the races, and I think that's pretty cool. And so you have that guy, and then you have this lady. She's in the boat, and she has her hair, and it's a very natural hair. But of course, how in the world is that going to fit under that helmet? So maybe she does need to wear one. We'll see. And that's her outfit. Still really busy. So yeah, we don't want that. Then you have this guy. It's a little bit easier for the outfit, but we definitely want something simple. I know that Corey X Kenshin, his for his anime, he came out with combat uniform that is very similar to the what do you call it, Kaiju number 8. But I kind of want something a little bit different from those two, what he's working on, and Kaiju number 8, something different, but still simple and easy to understand. So obviously you have a fourth character. Who is she? Well, she's one of those characters who pops up halfway through the season, but she has a car, so she's definitely gonna be wearing that helmet. And she has a race car. She has her outfit. Art style's different, but I did the best I could. And he's in the race and he's racing, excuse me, and he's about to win. And then somehow, boom, his vehicle gets knocked out by her vehicle. You're like, whoa, wait a minute, who was that? Well, do you know she's working for maybe another company, another organization? The team starts fighting her, and then somehow, some way, shape, or form, she demolishes all 3 of them, man. It's like an episode of Power Rangers or Super Sentai, and knocks them all out. I mean, none of them could even touch her. I mean, she just beat them all up. It was bad. It was really bad. And I don't even think she needed to even use her weapons. That was the crazy part. So she beats them all up, and then eventually, she may join the team. But if you wanted to see what her vehicle looked like, this would be hers. So nice with the black and the blue. And I think somebody brought to my attention, this is similar to Cars, the Disney movie. I never watched any of the Cars movies, but yeah, that's the correlation that somebody made. I think they know who I forget who they were, but they know themselves. They know who they are. So yeah, that was interesting connection there. So those are the mechas. So give me 1 second right here while. Oh, sorry, I thought somebody was calling me. Yeah. So so that's pretty much it. This was an hour and 47 minutes. So this is a lot that I threw at you guys, and this is my first official video here. But with all these shows, with all these series, you see what I'm working on. You see what the vision is, what the goal is. You see a bunch of ideas, but it's time to make the ideas a reality, and that's the main goal. That's the main gist of it. So if any of you are interested or want to see how to make this a reality, the very easy, simple thing you can do is like the video, even if you only watched 12 seconds of it and said, not for me. Liking the video. Oh yeah, I forgot. What do those YouTube people do? Say like, subscribe, and follow for more. But yeah, like, follow for more. I'm probably gonna take this video and chop it up. Probably make it. What are they called again? The shorts. There we go. Yeah, TikTok videos, the YouTube shorts. And yeah, just show what I'm working on. And I was under the impression that I had to do everything behind the scenes and then present something and hope that everybody liked it. But then I'm realizing people want to be along the journey. They want to see the journey. They want to see the growth. They want to see the good, the bad, and the ugly, etc. They want to see the authentic. They want to see the real stuff. So here I am. You can't get any more real than talking an hour and 50 minutes. And so, yeah. So I pray that at least one of these projects resonates with you. Pray that one of them resonates with you. I really want to make all of them, but I know that to honor God, I got to start with the anime first, which is the Bible anime. It doesn't mean that we can't have concept art created for all of these series, but in terms of the beginning stage, it's got to be the Bible anime. I have to honor God with this Bible anime. So I thank you guys for your time. I really appreciate your support. If you want to contact me, you have my email here. I think you saw my phone number in the in the earlier part of the video. And yeah, I hope this blessed you guys. And thank you for your time. Deuces.